How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. Finally back. Took a few days off streaming, taking care of some personal tasks, but we're back. We're gonna be streaming some more Selesnya Stoneblade. I know I haven't been streaming, but I did play a decent amount of Magic off stream. Fine tuning this list, playing a little bit of Abzan, playing a little bit of Rock. And I think I think I'm just gonna maybe try this list a little bit more. I think the thing about Selesnya Stoneblade is with the bigger sample size of data of probably like 6 or 7 leagues and 10 mana traders matches. This deck is very matchup swingy. I feel like the matchups are either really, really good or really, really bad. And I think maybe I'm just not used to that playing BGX where everything's usually around 50-50 and you can have a shot even in your bad matchups with discard, quick clock, and a Liliana, right? This deck doesn't have access to discard, obviously. It's a little bit more of a, mopey green white value deck, right? So like when you compare it to like BGX, matchups like Control, Grixis as Shadow, these matchups become a lot easier for sure. But then there's matchups like Tron that get a lot worse. So you give up some percentage points, you lose some percentage points. But that being said, this deck is a lot of fun. I tried a little bit of Blacking Rocks. It did win the PTQ. I was debating streaming that, but I kind of wanted to play something that's a little more fun. I think I just find this deck more fun, even though it's arguably probably worse than Black Green Rock. But I kind of want to tune this a little bit more. See how far I can take this list before I start losing too much, or I get bored of it. But there's some major changes that I made. I think it's noticeable that I don't have a very Abzan theme anymore. I did have a Godless Shrine as my third color for Prismatic Ending, but the reason why I switched that was because of the presence of Urborg. With like these Cabal Coffer decks getting popular, Yawgmoth. So Yawgmoth plays Urborg and has obviously a forge up that's very that needs to be answered. So when they play Urborg, having Godless Shrine kind of negates that third color essentially. And it gets like the Cabal Coffers deck. They play Karn the Great Creator, which is also another four job. So it feels bad when like we have our Godless Shrine and then they have an Urborg in play and we have all of our three colors, but then they pretty much essentially can give us a free color and we can't Prismatic Ending for four. So we're gonna have a Sacred Foundry instead. It could either be a Sacred Foundry or a Hallowed Fountain. That could be our third color. I think the thing about Hallowed Fountain is there is some percentage points to give up against island walkers, i.e., Merfolk. So that's why I'm eyeing for the Sacred Foundry. And on that note, we're splitting the white fetches that aren't windswept heaths. We're gonna have a split of two marsh flats and two aid maces, and hopefully the two aid maces kind of throw off the sense as well. If we happen to just play it and play like an Esper Sentinel, hopefully that kind of puts our opponent off of what we're going to be playing. So that's kind of a major fundamental change to the mana base and kind of why we're running a Sacred Foundry instead of a Godless Shrine. Another change we're going to do is we're going to add Batterskull. I've been playtesting a lot without Batterskull, and I wanted to try it. And I played one match with it in the Mandatory Skull, and it was against Team of Rhinos. And both games that we won were at like under 4 or something. And this Batterskull just literally crawled us back. Like I cooked it on this something, attacked, and then it was held back to block Rhino. So it was very, 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 very good. The One of Wandering Emperor has been very good, and the Touch of the Spirit one has been pretty decent. Just being able to flicker Cauldron, flicker Batterskull, using defensively, we were able to like hold off an Inkmoth Nexus when they got quick with the hammer. We got to flicker a Rhino, which was pretty good. The sideboards I've been constantly like changing. So the man trader quals I haven't been able to qualify because I've just been running into some suboptimal lists, unfortunately, because I was kind of using it as a testing ground because I was already like 2-2, and I think I was really gonna have time to qualify. But regardless, we have some 3 pieces of yard hate, and I kind of want to get into why. We have a Soul Guy Lantern main. And had combinations of like no rest in peace. I had like a Grafdigger's Cage. Sanctifier Envec, and I kind of ended up with this configuration. I think we do want 3 pieces of Yorion in the sideboard just because Living End is getting a lot very popular. Sanctifier Envec is just a really good card against Murktide and Grixis Shadow, so I kind of like that copy of there. The recipe has kind of a nombo because it shuts off our own Flagstones and shrinks our Elvish Reclaimer. But that being said, I think the nombo is worth it just because just being able to stop Yawgmoth Undying triggers, and then be able to just slam it on turn 2 against Blue and Murktide, and then they, can't cast Murktide for cheap. They have to spend 7 mana for it. This is where Rest in Peace looks really, really good. So it might hurt our Reclaimer Flagstones a little bit, but I think it hurts our opponent a lot more. So I took it in and out, and I think I like the Rest in Peace, so I'm just going to keep it. The Soulgate Lantern is just another tutorable card with Urza Saga. I can see this being a relic, actually. So I'm going to keep this in mind if we want the second relic, because kind of like similar in Rest in Peace, like relic does shrink our own Elvish Reclaimers, but it does shrink Tarmogoyf completely. So like if we're expecting a lot of Jund or Black Green Rock, maybe I want a relic instead. Also on top of the fact that like if we're against Blur Murktide, like we kind of want to exile the graveyard and also draw a card, so maybe this should be a relic, so we'll see. And then the 2 Void Mirrors are just against, the Cascade decks. But it'd be interesting to see because it also shuts off us casting Solitude for free. So it is kind of nombo as well. But we'll just play it by ear and see. Because it could easily be a Drannith Magistrate. It could easily be a Drannith Magistrate. But we're kind of just playing around the sideboard. The sideboard is just like, I feel like my sideboard the last stream I had was like really, really off. But I think this sideboard has a little bit more tune. I'm still trying out the sort of War and Peace. Like I didn't actually like dodge the 4C matchup. So I haven't had data against it because this is pretty much to make any creature that equips Fury or Solitude proof. So it'll be interesting to see how this fares. I did draw it against Blue Eye Control and it won me the game there. So turning like our creature Solitude proof actually was very, very relevant. And then they had like 4 cards in hand, so it was at the time I think I had a Cycler Apparition. I like equipped it with the Sword of War and Peace, so I think it did like 8 damage or something, which is like a quick clock considering how deck doesn't really have that much of a quick clock. There's no Tarmogoyf in the deck, right? So we're against Archival Rain, who's 2-2. They're against Yorion. So probably a bad matchup. Unless we can get data on Sword and War and Peace if it's going to be good. Oh. Is it just taxes? I kind of want to use this Windswept Heath in case they're on the Leon and Arbiter build. And I think I'm just going to march this. Give her. And get him for 1. I think I'll get a Temple Garden, I think. Give her a Ruin. So again, it probably is some sort of taxes build. Then I'll get another Temple Garden. Esper Sentinel is not that great in this matchup, obviously, because they're a lot more creature based. They probably have Thalia. Okay. Fortunately for us, Thalia doesn't really do anything. So I think we're gonna just pass. I don't want them to like Skyclave my tracker. And then we can't cast any of our other spells. Except for Solitude. I don't think we want to cast the Solitude on Athalia, so I think we'll just pass. We really need to land off the top. Okay. So, we're gonna march this. Cool. So we'll play tracker. Another land off the top would be kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna take another 2, go to 11. Okay. So I think I'm gonna get my 3rd Temple Guard. I don't want them to Ghost Quarter. Shadow Spear. I think I'm going to crack a clue, and then cast Stoneforge Mystic, and then Solitude the Skyclave, and then block the Thalia. So let's crack a clue first. Try to hit our land drop. That makes me want to pitch the other Stoneforge Mystic. I think we'll get a Batterskull here. Soul Solitude. I think we'll pitch the Stoneforge Mystic. I think we want to keep the touch. So I'll exile this. Moto. So then we can block the Thalia. Do they have something in response? Okay. So I'm gonna exile my illusion token. I think I'm gonna attack with this Sentinel. Stoneforge. I think I'm gonna cast this one. Hope I get sword. We could also just like go Cauldra and then go like Batterskull Cauldra and just like go aggro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Cauldra. I think I'm gonna offer my trade. I don't think the Sentinel's really doing anything. Cool. So now we can Batterskull, untap, Cauldra, Shadow Spear, equip Shadow Spear onto Cauldra, and we have 2 life linkers I have to deal with. I can gain us potentially 10 life next turn. Okay. Okay. Well, we did all the tutoring we need. So I actually wouldn't mind. I was gonna say I wouldn't mind an untapped land. Oh, but then we can't. Um, we can't search because of the Arbiter. So I guess we can just do this. We'll definitely attack with the Batterskull. I don't know if we want to attack with the Cauldra. I think we do. Batterskull can block. I kind of like this because in that way, if they have an out to Batterskull or Cauldra, we can just touch it. Or we can, if they don't do anything, we can just flash in the Shadow Spear, or we can crack a clue. So I think I'm in a pretty decent spot. Okay. They have to pay. Okay. Sort of protection from their deck seems pretty decent here, even though they do have Skyclave. Hey, Billy, thanks for the sub, buddy. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I think we're bringing the engineered explosives. I think we can board out the Soul Guy Lantern. We could probably board out the Lion Sash. And probably the Sentinel. Maybe we can keep in the Lion Sash as a tutor threat and just get bigger and we can just board out the second Sentinel. But thanks again for the Prime sub, Thillian. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I can see Gar for like playing Thrun just because it just is such a big body that can't get solituded or anything. I can see it maybe over Wandering Emperor. I can also see it just over the Sentinel actually. Because the Sentinel just is so bad in this matchup. Maybe something like this is fine. Maybe a Pithing Needle even over the first Sentinel just to name a sword. If they have like Sword and Feast and Famine or something. Or like Aether Vial. I think we'll do that. I think Esper Sentinels are so bad in this matchup. Okay. Hopefully they don't have turn 1 Arbiter. Or sorry, turn 2 Arbiter. Because that makes my Reclaimer very sad. Aether Vial. Thrun is not that good of a draw. No Arbiter one time. That I'll take. How's it going, Ethan King? Is that supposed to be a good bro? A bad bro? I think we're just gonna. I guess we could Stoneforge. I think the equipment's a little bit more valuable than. Could go Sword of War and Peace. Protection from the deck or Batterskull. Yeah, it's debate between Batterskull or Sword. Either way, we can't really cast either of them, so maybe Batterskull is just the biggest upside. And then we could always pitch Lion Sash to Solitude. Just checking in, making sure the homie is alright. I am okay, I promise. Ever since Allures ban, I just haven't found a good Abzan build. And I don't think Esper Sentinel is worth splashing white anymore. Discard spell has been kind of awkward, so that's where we're at with Celestia. And this deck is a lot of fun, actually. How about a land? I think we're gonna flash in Batterskull. I would really like to have played EE for 1 and then popped everything. But this doesn't look good. Oh no. Now they're gonna feel they're not gonna feel the ruin me. Why do they feel they're ruining me? Oh, because I can pay for 2. This is awkward. So if they have Skyclave Apparition, we can't do anything about it. But I don't think we can play around it though. I think I need to hope to draw a land that's not a fetch. EE for 1, pop it in response to a field, and then I can exile the Lunan Arbiter. Like, I have to play around Skyclave Apparition here. Like, flashing this Batterskull and then, like, just getting Skyclave is just so bad. Why can't I pay it? Moto gets really laggy lately for me. See if they field here. They could field here and that'd be very bad. Oh. So let's see if they activate Aether Vial here. I think they should have fielded my Urza Saga with the trigger on the stack. Sad, Bizan. That's really funny. Okay. That's fine. So we'll attack like that. So I think I'm gonna Solitude the Arbiter now. Giver. Oh, so they didn't have Skyclave. Interesting. So we played around Skyclave Apparition for no reason. So we'll play Reclaimer. And then we'll... Let me fetch now. I don't want to crack and then they draw like a path or something. Now this Reclaimer can block Thalia too. So it's pretty relevant there. I also forgot to mention that this deck also runs a 25th land. It was suggested made by Francisco, which I think is a pretty good suggestion, honestly. Because like this deck is so mana hungry that like it makes sense. I think I'm gonna Prismatic Ending the Giver here. It's kind of a free attack. Prismatic Ending this. And then we'll Selesnya Sanctuary bounce planes. And then we'll bounce the planes. And then soon we can get a Tron down, and then if we feel like it, we can strap up the Batterskull onto the Tron, and that's just a lot of damage. That's funny is the Selesnya Sanctuary can't get tech edge, which is great. Okay. We could also just strap up this Batterskull onto the Elvish Reclaimer. I kind of like that. I can also just tracker, but I think I kind of want to gain life now. Just gain 7. They could tech edge our Selesnya Sanctuary, and that would be pretty bad. Because then we can't cast Thrun or Trialist Tracker. If they let us untap the Sanctuary, we can go Tracker and activate Reclaimer. Okay. I think we needed the life, though, because we're just going to crack back here, right? So they need a tech edge, though. Yeah. So untap land would be... So we can bounce Batterskull, take 7, then we just die to the Flicker Wisp. We could kill the Thalia. We could play Tracker. I think we play Tracker and Chomp. The Skyclave Apparition. Man, losing that Selesnya Sanctuary was so bad for us. I think we have to double block the Thalia. And then that way we can Prismatic Ending the Flicker Wisp, and then we have a shot. Okay. March. This Throne is just like stuck in our hand. Oh, you're right. We can't Prismatic into the Flicker Wisp. You're right. I think we're just dead. I think we can march this. And then we have the chump here. We go 2. I think we're just dead. Yeah, there's no way out of that. Oh man, that techage on that Selesnya Sanctuary was so bad. Maybe I shouldn't have. No, I needed to. I needed the 5th mana source. Yeah, that was pretty poor. I feel like we were in a good position, and then they just drew the Flicker Wisp and fucked us. This hand's really clunky. This has 1-lander, but I think we're going to keep this. Hope to draw a land. I don't think we can go to 5. Flagstones, please. Any land, actually. Any land that I would take. We're going to Prismatic Portable anything they play on turn 1. Land. Take it. I'll take it. Hopefully they don't have Arbiter. Okay. Land off the top, please. I should have kept one back, actually. And I could have activated it, got a Sanctuary. Oh, this touch is coming nicely, huh? Because, like, we could have taken a hit off this. Like, I should have spent the turn activating Reclaimer. Taking a hit. Okay, we're going to have to do this. Because I could have activated Reclaimer here. Cracked the Flagstones. I think it would have been better. I also could have barked the token too, which would be cool. I wonder if it's correct to get Beseju. Or, sorry, Selesnya Sanctuary. I think it is. Actually, I don't think it is. I think we have to get Flagstones. Thinking about Skyclaving Portable. Okay. They're very close to equipping Culture, which is scary. Okay, so they're gonna flicker the cauldron probably. That's fine. Where's our flagstones? So we can march the germ. Oh, but they can give her though. I guess we can take a hit from the germ. So I think we're going to Pithing Needle Name Giver Runes. Okay. I think we're gonna pass. See how they attack. They attack with everything. Because we can march the germ. If they only attack like this, I'm just gonna march the germ. They're so close to cauldroning us here. It's kind of disgusting. Oh, sure. Okay, never mind. I guess they're not going to cauldron. That means that the last card isn't a land. So we kind of just have to let these reclaimers take over the game. I wonder if we start getting sagas. I think so. We have to get Shadow Spear. Five mana. Solitude? Single Solitude isn't bad. I think I'll get the Sacred Foundry now. think I'm gonna get Flagstones here. And then get Saga next turn, just because they Solitude us. God, I really want to just get another land. Like, we're just so close off of just being able to do everything we want. Hey, how's it going, Little Lycido? Appreciate the sub, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, man. I think they have another Solitude. I think we're just gonna pass. And then get Saga. I think that's more important than getting a tracker not doing anything. Wow. Oh, that's not bad. Solitude. I'll probably make a construct and then just take a hit from the germ, probably. I could also just like tracker and then get a land. Because I guess I could march the Batterskull token. I think I'll just make a construct token. We can also just Solitude the Flicker Wisp too. They're also one man off of Cauldron too. I think I'm okay with Cauldron or Solituding. Oh my god, Moto. I don't know if it's like my internet or Moto. Okay, so they're far off of. We just have like mana troubles all game, and we're just like trying to play catch up, and that's the unfortunate thing. So I'll probably make a construct. think we need Shadow Spear here. One, two. The Thalia is gonna screw us. Oh, I tapped the Sacred Foundry. Oh my god. Oh, I can't cast it through Thalia anyway. Yeah, so they equip Batterskull onto Flicker Wisp when we go to 8 and we're just dead. I guess I need to attack with the Solitude. Oh, they have the Thalia. Yeah, but I don't have the red, so I fucked up. I don't think we're winning this game anyway. They just equip Batterskull onto everything. Oh, that was such a frustrating game. I mean, we kept the one-laner, but that was on a mulligan to 6, though. I think there was a turn where I guess like I should have just gotten Reclaimer going. Instead of just like cycling, I accidentally right-click attacked all. I should just attack for 1. They get the Cauldron. They just Cauldron me. I just take the 5. It's fine. Get the Reclaimer going. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. It's a tough loss. Sort of War and Peace would have been very good that game too. Rune Crab. Seems pretty poor. Versus our like this seems like a bad matchup for our Elvish Reclaimer Esper Sentinel deck. Tireless Tracker, Urza Saga, a bunch of fetch lands. And we don't have any of our removal. And then milk 2 pendings. That's funny. Wow. Okay. We drew the hole. That's not bad. What's going to happen is this Elvish Reclaimer just going to have to get in the red zone. Surgical Stoneforge Mystic, sure. So we can... So we know they don't have... Or I guess they could have drawn an Archive Trap here. So yeah, portable hold that. And Reclaimer's just gonna have to get in there. Jeez, another crab. Okay. If we draw a Prismatic Ending or another portable hole, they pushed. Okay, so they're out of cards at least. Okay, we got what we wished for. I think we'll get the Lion Slash down. So next turn we can attack, play Tyler's Tracker, get a fetch. and then attack. Hey, how's it going, right? Hope your stream went well. Repping the old labs in. Solituding. Yeah, it's not a very intuitive play, for sure. So don't blame me on that one. Esper Sentinel. I think we're gonna just track, dude. Oh, they have a drown? Oh, God. Okay. We're gonna attack. I think we need the clock, right? Don't think we need the Sacred Foundry. Guess we eat the creatures, because... Oh, nice. That's awesome. 3-2 is always a decent finish. How bad is this Tasha's? 13 cards. Okay. That's not bad. Data Solitude. Okay. We could turn this Solitude. I think I'm into solituding this Heathen Crab. They go to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still a 2-turn clock. Need to fade. Okay, that's not fading. That is not fading. Batterskull. 4, 6, 9. I think I'll eat all the creatures to shut off whatever that gain life card is. And I think there's another Sentinel in here. Alrighty. Oops. Alrighty. One draw. Just draw a crab. Or surgical. Whew. Lucky. Man, Moto is lagging like crazy. Okay, we beat Mill. We have a lot of high-end cards that are not that stop Tasha's hideous laughter. Luckily, I think Recipe's is pretty good because it stops Visions from Beyond, right? Actually, no, it doesn't. It stops Crypt Incursion. It stops Surgical. Doesn't stop Actually, does it hit Vision from Beyond? From Beyond. Let me see. Visions of Beyond, sorry. I have Graveyard. Okay, so I think it's worth bringing in Rest in Peace. I like the Veil of Summer. Don't think we want Wandering Emperor in this matchup. I could see Thrun, maybe. I actually don't like the Sentinels here. They just don't do anything. I support in the explosives. I really wish this was a relic in this matchup. So that's kind of 1 point for swapping the Soulgang Lantern for a relic. I mean, is this pretty clean? I guess so. We could board in the Thrun. It's drowned and fatal push proof. Maybe over the tracker. Yeah, I think over the tracker's fine. Okay. They have the Archive Trap. They have the Archive Trap already. Make him have it. Okay. So that means our Stoneforge Mystic is going to be... So they have Drown up. Okay. So we could touch the Spirit Realm with our Crab next turn. Hitting all of our Solitudes. That means our Tasha's gonna be pretty good. They don't have a second blue source for Tasha's though. Could be relevant. Oh. Okay. I think we're gonna have to EE on one here. I'm hoping they play another crab, but they already played the Mikokoro, so I don't think they have another crab. Or I guess we could just touch it. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just touch it. I think I want to play this Windswept Teeth. Okay. We don't have a clock though, which is kind of concerning. Maybe they just have a bunch of Tasha City's Laughter in hand. Portable hole. We have no clock. I just gotta sit here and just not draw anything, I guess. Okay. If we're gonna draw a card, that's a good one. think we want the tracker, just as another clock. And they surgical or Stoneforge Mystic too. So what do we have left as a clock? Like a Batterskull or like the equipments, I guess. Speak of the devil. I don't think I'm gonna play this out into them just tapping out here. So I'm gonna wait one more turn. I might just play this EE on one. Just in case they like play a crab. If this is a counter spell, sure. They probably just have a handful of like interaction. So if they drown this, I'm perfectly okay with that. So next turn we're gonna Batterskull, hold up Veil. I think this is worth veiling. Okay. So debating if I want to play Batterskull or Tireless Tracker. Guess depends on what we draw here. If I draw like a 3 draw like another tracker, I'd probably go tracker, land tracker. Saga. I think I'm gonna go Batterskull. And just bluff fail again. We have a clock now, but we also have only 34 cards left. Okay, that's scary. 18 cards. I don't know if we can kill him next turn, but we'll try our best. Assuming they don't have anything, but they have 4 cards in hand and miss land drops. They hit Cauldron too, so that's unfortunately. So we make a construct that's a 1, 2, 3. Untap 4, 5, 6, 10. We're 1 short if I'm doing the math right. We need to draw a fetch land. Blue. Oh man. We just did not have a clock. I think we want the tracker. Yeah, let's try this. What is this hand? I guess I'll keep this because that way we can like hole a crab on turn 1. In the middle into 5. I'm hoping they just go crab. They don't. Untap land. 1 time. Okay. They probably are representing push, which I think I'm okay with. I'll probably just get Lion Sash just because it's... We already have a payoff equipment and sword, so... Hath Trap. Maybe I should have been a little more patient. And like get the Veil of Summer going. They hit our Springleaf Drum too. Damn. So I can flash in Lion Sash, bounce Saga. We also flash in Sword. I think I'm gonna do that. Bounce a Saga. Need to grab a green mana online. We already only have 38 cards in hand. Jesus. Oh, they're gonna feel the ruin. Damn. Gonna get a forest here. See if they can veil us. Oh, they just got island. I think I'm gonna get Urza Saga down next turn. I think hitting Stoneforge and Mystic's fine. They know about our Veil now. Oh, they don't know about the second veil, though. So we can activate Saga next turn. Did they have the Cauldron yet? No, right? So our Stoneforge Mystic is Drown and Push Proof. With this Veil Reclaimer. I think I'm going to hold off on the Reclaimer. I think I just want to hold up Veil the rest of the game. Doesn't hurt to get the draw in first. Just in case we draw another green source. Another Solitude. I think I'll ditch the... Well, Explosives could grow our constructs by 1. I think I'll just discard the Reclaimer, probably. Or a Hole. I think I'll discard the Reclaimer. What do they have in their hand? Okay. 16. Batterskull and Solitude. So I wonder if they have Dressed Out or something. Do you have any more tutor targets with this Saga? They didn't get Shadow Spear. Leave the green source untapped. This should be game. Veil of Summer coming in clutch here. If they have Archive Trap, we have a backup Veil. So we're going to hold up Veil. EE for 0 just to be extra. Beating Mill feels good. Beating Mill feels pretty good. Veil of Summer feels pretty good in this deck compared to like Abzan or just regular mid range. I don't know why. I feel like maybe like it just doesn't combo with discard. Or maybe it's better positioned now with like Murktide and stuff. Like Veil of Summer is just so good right now with like Murktide and control and stuff. And just like protecting, your Esper Sentinels or your, Germ tokens from being Archmage's Charmed, it feels pretty good. It's also kind of nice because like Tasha's, I'm so used to Tasha's hitting like 30 when I was like playing Abs and Luris and stuff. But like since we have like 4 Solitude, a Wandering Emperor, and then like all these clunkily equipments, it's like okay, we're sure yeah, you can Tasha's me for like 15. It's okay. This deck just needs a little bit more quicker clock though. That's for sure. Where's a white mana, man? This sounds so good. I guess we have to keep this. Probably just bond the Lion Sash. Hopefully they let us draw with the Sentinel. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'll bottom Lion Sash. Land off the top. Opponent said, hey, KO. Good luck. Thank you, you too. Go Sentinel. Nice. I like to see that. I like to see that. I wonder if they'll take this. They take the Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. I mean, that just goes into another land. Jeez. Oh. Safe to say that they probably won't cast a non-creature spell for a long time. We drew a back of Sentinel, which is kind of a decent draw, but then we drew College right after, which is kind of gross. We're gonna draw at least one card. Okay, so we're against thanks. The Urborg deck. Ooh, they're letting me draw 2. These Sentinels have been doing a lot of work. Oh, they're gonna take my Reclaimer now. Yep. Stoneforge would be a good draw. Moto not lagging would be a good draw. That's also decent. Man, this Moto lag is kind of brutal. Profane Tutor. Man, this this Sentinel is just like coming in hot, huh? I think I get Sacred Foundry with I guess I could also not have to fetch with the Swim Teeth either. Wow. It's a lot of mana. 5 mana. Okay. I'm gonna crack. I think I might have to Besage this Coffers, but then they can just tutor for it with the Profane Tutor. I think I'm gonna keep this Winds Deal and then crack just so I can have hopes of drawing another land. I can draw another land, get Springleaf Drum, and then Besage this. Okay. There's also an argument to like veil the expedition map. Or sorry, prismatic ending the expedition map. Got a quick clock now. I think I'm gonna go get a Springleaf Drum. Prismatic Ending the map. I could hold this beside you, but I kind of want to get a Reclaimer down. They could Carpless Bridge, but we have Prismatic Ending for it. I think it's okay to play this beside you. Or I guess I could get Damnation, huh? Maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, they can just Damnation, huh? Yeah, I didn't need to play this Reclaimer out. That's so stupid of me. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I am an idiot. Sand's not gonna do anything. Dapping Spear seems pretty good. Something Needle seems good, as do the Veils. Pro Black is interesting. I don't think Soul Guy does anything. The holes don't really do anything either. I don't think Lion Sash does anything. Trim Solitudes. Maybe we trim a land. Don't think I trimming a land. We have Veil of Summer. And then if they go Turn Expedition map, we can Prismatic Ending it. Claimer is a good draw. Go Temple Garden. So that we don't reveal the flagstones, but they probably have the push. Oh. No push for it, you say? Did they just draw the removal spell? So go Flagstones. Yes. We'll get the Sacred Foundry. Just so we can Prismatic Ending for 4 if need be. I get Saga going. I think I'd activate Saga here. I could go Tracker and gain a lot of value. On tap. A Construct. I think it's better for me to just get all the value out of the Saga. Hey, how's it going, Fluffball? Thanks for everybody. Why are you setting everyone up to get all the Siege Rhino trash talking going, huh? Why do you have to do why do you have to do stuff like that? Welcome from Fluffy Wolf Stream. My name's KO Diamonds. I'm playing some Selesnya Saga here. Welcome everyone. How was your stream, buddy? I tuned in the beginning and I had to take off. I think I'm gonna go Springleaf Drum here. And then I'm gonna go Tracker. Look how big this Tracker is gonna get. Hardcast Emrakul for Frenzies? I saw that. That's pretty sick. It's a push. I saw it in your sideboard, which is really interesting. I kind of want to like save this push for the Tracker. I'll take a ton of damage though. Emrakul is a main board? That's funny. March. Okay. They boarded in Leyline of the Void against me. Interesting. I think I'm going to crack now. Moto's been like super laggy though. Has it been super laggy for you, Fluffy? Everyone, I just put her there when we were playing against Voidwalker. Nice. This is what we should play more. Take it easy, buddy. Appreciate the raid again as always. Again, thanks for everybody. Really appreciate it. So we're gonna get all the clues, huh? Make this construct into a big boy. Probably sandbag the Stoneforge Mystic. Equip here. They could Damnation, but then we just have all these clues backed up. backup Saga's pretty decent. Probably should have waited on the land drop, I guess, because I could have played the Saga instead of the land, but I wanted to get the value, right? I wanted to pump it. Pump the construct. I wonder if I should just board out Solitude. Maybe we don't want the 25th land. You just don't play any creatures, right? I guess they could like Karn into Wurmcoil, so maybe like one Solitude is fine. Maybe one Solitude's fine. I mean, we do have the touch. We could theoretically, and we could theoretically march it. Ooh. That looks like a nice prismatic ending target, huh? So next we go Sentinel plus Reclaimer. Okay. I mean, they already have one half the combo here. But Seiju is interesting. We can break it up now. Let's see what we draw here, because we might need that land drop for Tron, right? So we'll see. We could also just Reclaimer. They have the Coffers. Oh my gosh. I'll sack the Sentinel. Saga. So this Profane Command's coming off. I think we should attack the Lily down. I think I'll attack Lily. And I think I'll go Stoneforge. Cauldra. So they could tutor for whatever. Another Coffers would be 4 to 6 mana. I think next turn, depending on what they do, but ideally we would Beseiju, Urborg, And then cast Cauldron. They could also just Damnation us here. Okay. So sack a creature. Sack enchantment. Could be worse. That could have been a lot worse. Okay. I think we... Beseiju this. I guess I should attack first. If they had Fatal Push, they could have pushed now. Okay, so their mana is 4. Lily would be really bad, but then we can just slam a Stoneforge again. Okay. I wonder if they'll get Pithing Needle here. And then name Stoneforge. Or on Coil Engine. Well, this Cauldron's pretty good against that. I would have taken a land. So they could slam Wormcoil here. So 3. We board out all of our Solitudes. We just need lands, honestly. I think I'm gonna get Batterskull here. And then equip the Batterskull onto the Cauldron. Seems pretty good. Oh, they got the mana now. Sanctifier. If they ever top deck another Karn, we can Prismatic Ending it now for 4, which is kind of cool. But then they can probably just get whatever payoff they need. Nine mana. Where are our Damping Spears? So we sack a Stoneforge. They didn't know about Cauldra. People don't know Caldra's first strike, and then the and then and then it gets exiled. Oh no, opponent. Okay, we're gonna flash in this Batterskull. Moto. Jesus. So attack for 11. Scratch that. Attack for a lot more. Gain some more life. Two tier. So Damnation isn't even an out. They need Damnation plus Liliana. Okay. We just have this Tron that's like uncastable in our hand, which is funny. Take Sanctifier. Again, the last cards need to be Damnation plus Lilion. They're gonna kill themselves. Cool. Alrighty. I'm gonna restart Moto because it's been really laggy. And then I'm gonna bring it back because my dog wants to be taken out here. She's giving me the look. So let me log in, pull up the deck list, and then we'll. Oh man. And then I'll be right back. I feel like we could have been 3-0 if I did that. Play that taxes match a little bit better. Man, Moto's really slow. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna walk. I got my dog real quick. Okay. Moto, please don't lag anymore. I'd appreciate that. Turn one's not a bad start, though. Stuck as a slog sometimes. Again, I feel like I could have won that match against Taxes if I played a bit better. I got turn 1 pending into turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic on the draw, though. Let's go Arid Mesa. Throw them off Ascend a little bit, huh? Throw them off the scent a little bit. So we're against Tron. Yeah, Moto's like really laggy for me. I don't know why. Oops. Well, hopefully their hand is leaning heavily on this expedition map. Yeah, I don't know why my internet's so... It's been kind of iffy this past week, and it's just like getting exponentially worse today. Oh, please give me another expedition map or portable hole off the top, please. Expedition map or portable hole or prismatic ending, please, off the top. Not so lucky. So we'll get good old Cauldra. Player land drop. Okay. We need to draw Boseiju now. Boseiju would be our only hope here. Because we can go Boseiju, Cauldra attack. Is this an Oblivion Stone? Okay, that's fine. Boseiju. Okay. And we're just gonna Cauldra them. Nothing we really can do. I'm assuming they have like Karn or something as a backup. If they have Karn as a backup, I guess we just go Tracker, Land, Crack, Sentinel. I mean, they're not slamming Karn, which is a good thing. And we can just hold up Wandering Emperor. Boseiju would still be great. I would take a Boseiju right now. Oh, they have the Karn. Oh. That's not a Karn. This Cauldron, can this go all the way? Wow. Really? I kind of want to get this tracker going now. Like, forces them to crack this Oblivion Stone. And, like, that would use up all of their mana. So that way, if they top deck a card, it's not too bad. If they top deck an Ugin, that's like a worst case scenario. But if they top deck an Ugin, we're kind of dead anyway, right? Distazo, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay. They kind of need to crack this Oblivion Stone now, if they have no other play. Okay. Wow, they're gonna let me untap? That's so good for us. Okay. Where is this tower? They played a land drop. Okay. So crack a clue. Double Sentinel is not bad. Reclaimer. I think I'm down to like just go double Sentinel here. Hold up Wandering Emperor. That way, if they go Karn minus on the Germ, we go Wandering Emperor, make a soldier, untap, put a +1/+1 counter on a soldier, and we win. Ulamog. That deck's been decent, Dillian. For sure. really hit the Cauldron. Okay. That was a good draw. We're not going to place Reclaimer into their Blast Zone, though. We are going to Wandering Emperor the Ulamog. So Wandering Emperor looking pretty good. Exile 20. Opponent's like, what? We're still not out of the woods yet, though. They just could top deck a threat here. Like that. Oh. So we'll do this. Probably block with the Sentinel. Damn, we're so close to just turning this around. We're gonna exile the Oran Coil with this Wandering Emperor for sure. Block here. Oh, nice, Friedmania. Which list did you qualify with? Which one exactly? Oh, god damn it. Oh, they're gonna... Don't think we can beat 2/33s like that, especially with the Blast Zone looming. Oh, you played Fran's Amulet? That's not very nice. That's not very nice. I don't think we are winning this game. We're definitely close. We just need them to just fade one draw step and they do the Ulamog, unfortunately. I mean, this game was a lot closer than it should have been, I think. Yeah, I kind of ran out of time as well. Another Wound Coil. So we need a Solitude off the top. Lion Sash. Yeah, I definitely think Murktide and 4C are the quote-unquote best decks for sure. For sure. So they go up to 20. So we need Solitude to win this game. Reclaimer. How do we win this game? We can potentially double block. Oh, Jesus. Chromatic Sphere as a dud. Probably have to throw like this, like this, like that. So we have that. Yes. Ran out of fetchables. That's funny. Oh, because Ulamog milled them all. That's really funny. Got a Saga. we're doing our best, that's for sure. If we draw a Solitude, we technically have a chance here. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's gonna be a big boy Lion Sash, huh? This Lion Sash is a big boy. Solitude. We're 1 mana short. I could technically Solitude a Wormcoil and then Lion Sash on it. Oh, I wanted to... Fuck. Fuck. I wanted to equip. God damn it. Oh, my gosh. Okay, it doesn't matter. It does not. I guess they could have... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Did not matter. Oh. Maybe we want Void Mirror. That's an interesting one. I think we want these 4. I think we can cut the portable hole. Don't think we want Soul Guide Lantern. I would normally cut Lion Sash. I think I will, but Lion Sash was kind of fine. I understand Mirror is not great against Tron, but like, what's our 59th and 60th best card against them, right? Like, what's better than the 2 Void Mirrors? Like, I agree that... Oh, sorry, the Damping Spears. What am I doing? It's getting to that part of the stream where I'm fading. I am fading. Sorry. I mean, I could also see the Void Mirrors over the Sentinels. But then we also have Bestage, which is like the hugest number ever. I am drunk. You're not wrong there. Let's just try this. That was a crazy game one, though. Cut me off, bartender. Cut me off. Cut me off. This hand is like leans very hard on them going turn one map, and then we have to ending it go Sanctuary, which is fine. Okay, we're gonna ending that anyway because if they have Expedition map, we're gonna want to cut them off green anyway. I think it's better than going Stoneforge Mystic on two. Okay. Huh. Land. Untap 4 mana. I think I'm gonna want to activate Stoneforge here. So I think I'm gonna just play the Stoneforge and play the Temple Garden and not the Saga. Get the Cauldron. Get this Temple Garden going down. I really like them. I think the bounce land's really good. It gets kind of awkward when you naturally draw them, but just like there's even a simple line as like just when you have 2 lands and a Reclaimer in play. Oh wow! And then like you have no lands in hand. And you need to ensure a land drop. You can just activate Reclaimer, sacrifice your lands, get a bounce land in hand, and then you have then you have your 3rd land drop essentially. Like that simple interaction there is just so good in a deck that's like this mana hungry. So I've been a real big fan of it. It is clunky at times, albeit, but I think it's still pretty decent. They got Warping Whale off the Ancient Stirrings. So we're gonna go Tracker. Saga. Next turn we can crack a Clue token and make a Saga token if need be. Okay. TKS. I'm assuming they take the Barch. Could be wrong though. They could also just take the Batterskull. I think the Batterskull is pretty hard for them to deal with as well. They take the Touch. One, two, three. So I could march the Thought Knot if I wanted to. I think I'm gonna hold off. This is more this thought outs here kind of don't really care about right now. I kind of want to just let him make a construct. And then maybe crack a clue just to like dig a little bit deeper. Okay, so they're trying to find Tron here. Okay. So they have Expedition map. So they can crack it for next turn. Oh, that's the worst part of Mana Traders is that. It really is. It's the worst. Oh yeah. We're definitely. I'm just saying we can hold up March just as an option if we really need to, but the default line is definitely to make a construct. Oh my gosh. Moto, stop lagging, please. I just auto yield to this one. Perfect. Make a construct. I don't think we want to get Pithing Needle in the blind. I think it's better to just get Shadow Sphere probably and just raise. Yeah, because I think Pithing Needle is kind of loose. Oh my god, Moto. But I like Shadow Spear equipping a Tireless Tracker and attacking and forcing them. I guess it's better just to equip here. Maybe it's better if I attack the tracker too. Them not blocking means they don't have Oblivion Stone in hand. It's weird. Weird. Yeah, I think it's better to have attack there. I agree. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Hmm. They target the Shadow Spear. Huh. Okay. Okay. They know about our march. What am I missing here? They know about our march. I am kind of confused, but sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I should have played Batterskull first. Just to make sure these constructs are lethal. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's try this again. Turn 2 Damping Spear. I'd love to see it. Hopefully we draw a Prismatic Ending off the top. That's fair. Prismatic Ending off the top one time. Prismatic Ending. That is not a Prismatic Ending. It's a big Thrun Daddy. Okay. Okay, so this Damping Spear is going to work overtime here. Right? They're going to have no answers to it. All they're going to have are payoffs. No Oblivion Stone. So we're going to go Temple Garden. Sentinel doesn't do anything. I'm going to go another Temple Garden here. Kind of awkward that we can't double spell next turn, but we need to get this Damping Spear down. Just have all payoffs in your hand. Just a bunch of Karn Liberateds, you know, all that jazz. No force. I wouldn't hate another land off the top, just so we can go Stoneforge plus college, plus put Cauldron in. Warping Whale. Oh, Dismember, sure. Land. Land. Okay. Stick with the plan, I think. I think we'll get Sword to race, probably. Oh, baby, let's go. Float of mana. Do we just name Oblivion Stone here with this pithing needle? I think so. I don't hate a land off the top. That we can flash in Stoneforge or the sword and equip an attack. That's 7, 9, 10. That counts. I think I'll equip the sword onto the sentinel. Keep this one. Yes. Go Sacred Foundry in case I want a Prismatic Ending something. Equip here. One damage short. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, Dolly. What ball, baby? People always ask, why do I always have 2 damping spheres on the sideboard? For situations like these. Nice redemption, Rounsley. Nice redemption. Oh man, this league is a slog, huh? Just every game going to 3. What a league. This league is such a slog. I'm tired. I am tired. Spear's great. I agree. I love me some damping spears. I kind of want to land off the top. That'd be great. I really hope Vertic Catacombs is like rock and not Yogg. Okay. They kind of have a tuck take here. It's a cool overgrown tomb. Again, we just need lands off the top. We could easily lose this game if we just don't have lands. Batterskull is kind of a dead draw. That counts. Now our hand looks really good. So now we just go Saga. Okay, they're gonna mirror their Saga with our Saga. Okay. That's fine. They might take the Batterskull or the Solitude or the Sentinel. These cards we can't really cast yet, but like them thought seizing and taking one of these bigger spells means we can just untap a Sentinel, which is nice. The Bad Saga deck here. Ouch. They take Solitude. I kind of like that. That means our Constructor is just going to be really big. Ooh, Line Sash is an interesting one. I think I'm still going to Sentinel here. I think Line Sash is actually better. Let's get the Lion Slash down. It's just more mana efficient. And then if we want to get Springleaf Drum with the Saga, then we can cast Sentinel off the top. It's just more mana efficient this way. Because like if they're going to be activating Saga, they're not going to be casting anything anyway, so the second Sentinel really isn't doing much. Is my reasoning behind that. Oh. Don't have a... I think making a construct is pretty enticing. Them not drawing the third land is kind of game losing. There's 2 creatures, 2 lands, and 2 sorceries. So this Lion Sash can't exactly shrink the Scoif anymore. They get Soulgate Lantern. This is why you should run Springleaf Drum in your deck. Because if you don't draw your third land, like you kind of just auto lose. Like our opponent is just in such an awkward position right now. Okay. Like at this point, it's kind of like whatever. If they want to take my touch, they can. Like yeah, sure they lose their Goif, but like, or they keep their Goif, but like, they can't really attack with it either. And then we soon enough we'll just get this Lion Sash going. Yeah, sure. Like they really can't attack with this Tarmogoyf. So we'll make a construct. Soulgate Lantern. Decent draw. So I think we'll get Springleaf Drum here to get our mana online. Play second Sentinel. Attack with this construct. Another Tarmogoyf, sure. So All right, cool. I was gonna say like we could play the lantern. I guess we drew the saga, so we play the lantern, grow our constructs, and they kind of have to double block. The moral of the story is they just didn't draw the third land, and I think if they had Springleaf Drum in their deck, they might have had a chance. So against like Golari, like I think Rest in Peace is worth it to shrink their Goyce, but I don't think I want Soul Guide Lantern. I guess we'll see what. Like I think Pithing Needle is good against Liliana the Veil. I think we want Veil and Thrun. But we also want to get to a point where we aren't like overboarding. The Wandering Emperor has to be bad. The Wandering Emperor has been fantastic. I've really liked this card. This card has been so good. So I think Soul Lantern actually can come out. Maybe you want Rest in Peace. It's not entirely sure. How's it going, Electric Bob? Hope you're doing, buddy. I saw your. I think you were streaming Pioneer earlier, right? I didn't get a chance to watch. But how'd you do there? I also caught you a little bit playing the PTQ as well. I think you're like 4-2 or something. Reclaimer Flagstone's just pretty good. You still are. Oh, nice. Well, after this match, I'll definitely send the stream your way for sure. For sure. I think the portable holes can probably come out because they run Witherbloom commands. So I think I can probably cut the portable holes. And they don't run monkeys, so they really need a turn 1 answer necessarily. Maybe we just trim a March. I don't hate just trimming a March here. And I don't think we need Rest in Peace, probably. I think we just so many answers in Tarmogoyf, like it's not that scary. I'm glad to see the unplayable color black has been cut. Yeah, I even cut the Godless Shrine and added a Sacred Foundry. You know, it is what it is. Black worst color MTG. Wow. I don't know about that. Discard spell is pretty fun. I don't know about that. Did I submit my deck? Honestly, the Jig, I hate saying this, but I agree with you. Like, I think somebody it accepted my. Alright, cool. Like, playing mid range, like the discard spell has just been very unimpressive for sure. Oh, nice. That's a 1-drop to play. Okay. Saga. Bobby. Bobby, say hello to Pending. Oh boy. Where's our fetch land? That is not a fetch land. I think I just Pithing Needle named Liliana the Veil. Is that too much? I think I'd do that. I think I named Liliana the Veil. They balls should not make a tracker token too. I want you to buy Yellow Rock Saga. Don't we all? Don't we all? You can't name Clue Pontus because it's not a card, unfortunately. They got Bobble. Man, their Saga targets are ass, man. Did they draw Shadow Spear? I don't understand. Okay. Well, we can Prismatic Ending that. Okay. Huh. I could just make a token and Prismatic Ending the Reclaimer and hold up Veil. I think that's better than playing Stoneforge Mystic. I think I want to protect the Stoneforge Mystic. I think I want to get the Reclaimer down, though. I kind of want to keep the Reclaimer Tireless Track interaction on a downswing and get value out of this Saga if need be. Okay. Let's make a construct. Oh. They do have a Liliana. They have a Liliana, the Veil. So we'll make a construct. I'll get a Springleaf Drum here. Get a Stoneforge. I'll get a Batterskull or a Shadow Spear. Probably a Batterskull. I'll attack with this construct. So they need to get another untapped land for them to be able to attack with the tracker through a construct. Make them use their -2. Oh, I will. I will, the jig. Don't worry. Oh. So make a construct, play a land. I'm assuming we call draw. So we would have gotten a Shadow Spear. So these would have been a 1, 2, 3, a 6/6s if they didn't deal with any of them. Cool. 4-1. Feels good. I think the Taxes match, which I played round 1, I definitely could have played that game a little bit better, where they had a Cauldron in play, and I could have like touched the Batterskull, but I didn't. I ended up just like attacking. I should have just like taken hit off the Batterskull and then just like activate Reclaimer and get my land drops going. That's what I should have done in that game. And like I could have taken a couple hits off the Culture. Like I could beat a Culture with this deck. So I already watched 4-1 the deck 3 times. Yeah, it's funny because like with this deck, I either like do 4-1 or I like shit the bed. Like the first 2 streams I was tuning this deck, I went 4-1 and then 4-1. And then the stream after that, I think I went like 2-6 or something. Right? Did I go like 2-3 or 1-4 in the league? I think I went 2-3 in the league and then lost like 2 Mana Traders matches. So it was like 2-4, 2-5, something like that. And then like over this week, I just couldn't beat anything. Like I lost to like Living End, I lost to Blitter Murktide, I lost to Shadow. Like I couldn't win. I think it was just mostly due to like the sideboard tuning. Like I think against Living End, I had like Grafdigger's Cage and like Sanctifiers and nothing else on the sideboard. And that, like, so I just like lost against Living End. So then now it's like I have an extra rip and a Soulgate Lantern. I'm kind of curious if this should be a relic of Progenitus. I think that's something I'll test next stream, is swapping the Soulgate Lantern for a relic. I've yet to play against 4C. This is kind of what the Sword of War and Peace is for. I can see this being Drannith Magistrates just so we can cast Throne Solitudes, but I think Void Mirror against 4C is the only way we can win the game, so they can't just Fury us out early on. And also, it just has a good game against Living End and Rhinos, of course. I did not bring in Cage. I just meant like I looked at my sideboard and I was like, I can't bring anything in this matchup, which is what I meant. Which is what I meant, Kaya. Sorry. Because I think in an older iteration I could try to find it, but it was literally like Grafdigger's Cage because I was expecting Yawgmoth. So like I'm gonna have a Grafdigger's Cage, a 2-4 with Saga, and a Sanctifier. I didn't have the third piece of Yard Hate, and I was like, none of my hate pieces do anything as Living End. so then I added in the Rest in Peace, even though it does Nombo with Flagstones and Reclaimer. So like Reclaimer isn't going to be a 3-4. But I think it's worth it against decks like Blue Red Murktide, where like if they can never cast a Murktide, like we. Like that's the way we lose against Blue Red, is just when they can slam a Murktide and we can't answer it. Because we could easily beat like the smaller creatures. I think Taxes is just a better Stoneforge Mystic deck than you. Sure, but like I don't think this is a Stoneforge Mystic deck primarily. I think it's just a lot of kind of synergies put together with like Flagstone's Reclaimer. Stoneforge Mystic is really just a 2-drop that is our quickest clock, I think. Like, if you look at a deck, the way I constructed the deck was, like, I wanted a mostly white deck so I can have Solitude and be able to pitch it really consistently. And I wanted Elvish Reclaimer Flagstone's deck. And then from there, if you, like, look at the shell, like, the only aggressive 2-drop we have are Stoneforge Mystics. In our colors. If I could play something else, I probably would. But this is the best 2-drop we have in the deck. In our color combination, unfortunately. Pontes, sad. Did you see your 80 Yorion card D&T list? I don't think so. I think someone who would be really interested, if you send me the link, I'll give it to my buddy who loves Taxes. He's been kind of like fooling around with like Boros Taxes and Mono White Taxes, and now he's trying out an Urza Saga list. So if you want to send the link. I think the trackers are so good in this deck. Like tracker synergy, like the last 2 cards I added were the Tireless trackers. And I looked at it and I was just like, okay, I probably need some sort of card advantage. I need some sort of way to like synergize. And like, honestly, this is like the card that's glues everything together. Because there's so many board states where like I'll have a Tireless tracker, play fetch land, crack the fetch land, activate Reclaimer, and get like 4 clues in play. And then that grows the constructs. So the constructs in this deck can be so huge with the Tireless trackers. So like this, and like when we are like pitching cards to Solitude, pitching cards with March, this is the card that actually recoups card advantage for us when we're pitching them away. So like it does everything we want to in the deck, and it just beats face. So like trackers are so good in the deck. I was already on Saga. I just ported Legacy D&T and Modern virtually. I'm on Pass or Bolts. I'm gonna do the Work Tide. Interesting. Are you on You're not on Leonin Arbiter, but I guess that makes sense because you're a Saga deck. You're on Ragavan's Giver. Interesting. I'll send this over to my buddy who plays Taxes because he's been like honestly kind of lost. He's been saying he's just kind of couldn't really find a build he liked. I like the Fury though, but there's not enough red cards to pitch, right? I guess you could pitch extra Ragavans, but I guess you just can just Violin as well. You have how many red sources in an 80 card deck? So 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18. 18 red sources. That equates to 13 red sources. It's kind of rough hard cast Fury. You cut the Fury. Is this an updated list? Oh yeah, the fast in the side. I see. Yeah, 4 Imperial Recruiters for the one of Magus. That makes sense. I think my only worry is the Fury. And like how often you can really pitch it. Are there any like Boros cards and Taxes you could play so you can like help the red count? Because like this is not enough red cards to pitch, and this is not enough red sources to hardcast. And I guess you're gonna lean on Aether Vial, but that's kind of tough though. Oh, I mean, yeah, it makes the ability to flicker isn't my concern. I think it's my foot's cramping because my dog is sitting on my foot. I think the oh god, I think the ability to flicker isn't the worry. Like the ceiling on that play isn't what I'm worried about. I think my worry is just being able to consistently do that play. Like again, you only have 4 Ragavans, 4 Bolts, 3 Fury, 4 Recruiters. I don't think you want to be. I guess you could pitch a Recruiter for a Fury if it like really blows your opponent out, but like 4, 8, 11, 15 red cards, I just don't think are enough in this deck. But then again, this is the reason why like my deck has like 1,000 white cards in it. Like the only green cards are the 2 Trackers and Reclaimers because I wanted to be able to be solituding stuff. Interesting. I mean this is obviously something that's just like theory crafting versus like obviously like when you put in the reps and like maybe you don't need to be Furying on turn 2. You can Fury on turn 4 or just hard cast it, and that seems fine too. Yeah. I'm gonna share this to my buddy if you don't mind, because again he's been trying to find a Taxes deck he's like, and he's been kind of like trying different brews and stuff. So if you don't mind. But again, I think this deck performed really well today. I'm pretty happy. I think the only card that I'd probably swap again is the Relic over the Soulgate Lantern. I'll probably try this on Thursday. I think that's going to be my next stream. So I think that'll probably be the only change for next stream is just cut the Soulgate Lanterns for Relics and see if I want that. Just to like shrink Tarmogoyfs or against Mill actually. I think it was more relevant against Mill if I had a Relic of Progenitus instead of the Soulgate Lantern, just so it can shut off circles, it can shut off crypt incursions, etc. etc. So I think again that might be the only change I'm gonna try. The Blossoming Column is really only against Belcher and Burn, so I might tank on how if I should swap this for something else. But I really appreciate everyone tuning and hanging out. I want to give a huge shout out to all the support we got today. We got Fillion for the resub, Lonely Knights hit it for the resub, Major Riot for the biddies, and then Fluffy Wolf with the fat raid. So appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out today. I know I haven't streamed for about a week, so I appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out. Let's send my buddy Electric Bob some love. They are playing in the Pioneer PTQ. So let's send them some love. I do like this deck. Might be only very nice. Well, which deck? You're talking about your Taxes deck, right? I mean, I think it's cool enough to build for sure. And definitely let me know how it goes because then I can relay that information to my buddy. But if you want to show up at the channel, please hit that follow button. If you want to check out my past streams, go to my YouTube. You can check out my Twitter where I get stream updates. You can go to my Discord where I post pretty actively what I do, and I play a lot of games off stream where I have been. Oh, the Greenway deck, nice. Well, if you do build that, then definitely let me know because I definitely want the data on it. Because like someone like cashed the challenge with the deck, and I can't find that person. I want that person to tell me what they thought of it. because I really want that information. Because it's just like more people that play the deck, more data can get, and the more we can fine tune it. It's really difficult when it's just me. So if you do end up playing it, Jake, just let me know. Again, really appreciate Virginia hanging out. Hope to catch everyone Thursday. One Air Bird's good. It's another out to Murktide. It gives you game against all the mid range decks. It's really, really good. I think the fact that it has flash makes it a lot better. The flash ability on it's so good, and it kills it. It removes Murktide. I think that's the biggest thing. I really like Wandering Emperor. It's been really, really good. Again, I really appreciate you tuning out. Let's send Electric Bob some love. Again, my next stream will be Thursday. I'll be streaming Selesnya again. So catch you guys then. Take care. Bye. We have Solitude though, so I don't think we need it, and we have Touch. We can touch base offline, Jake. If you're in the Discord, join the Discord. We can touch base on it. All right, take care. Bye.